Good morning. Greetings of peace to you, Kong Ted and DJ.
Opo. Salamat, Kuya Mon. Kuya Mon, ganito, no? As we all know ngayon, parang may standoff, no? Kasi ang NBI nagpunta doon sa Senate, may dala po ng ICC warrant. Ang Senado ho naglabas ng resolusyon ng ang tawag nila ay protective custody. Ngayon, ang sinasabi ng mga senador na nagkakanlong dito kay Ginoong Bato ay we will only honor yung arrest warrant kung ito ay manggagaling sa local court, no? So kung ikaw ang DOJ, kasi ang sabi po naman ni Ginoong Matibag ng NBI, they have to consult ng ating pong Prosecutor General, ang kanyang boss daw po, DOJ. So ang sinasabi po ngayon is that kung hindi nila maipatupad itong ICC warrant at ang hinihingi ni Ginoong Bato at ng kanyang mga kapanalig na senador ay local arrest warrant, kung ikaw si DOJ, saan ka pupunta? Paano ka makakakuha ng local arrest warrant na ang pagbabasihan mo ay ICC warrant? Can you please educate us, Kuya Mon?
Kung babasahin natin yung Section 17 Kong Ted, no, ng nabanggit mong batas, RA 9851, sa aking pagtingin, no, yung primary jurisdiction, if I may refer to it as such, is really with the courts who have custody of the country, rather, who have custody of the subject, meaning in this case, Senator Bato de la Rosa. And it's very clear there that it is the state, which is called the custodial state, that will exercise jurisdiction over the persons, no, in question, suspected of or accused of crimes defined as you have mentioned earlier, no, the offenses covered by the particular legislation. Now, and there is, however, a provision, which is in the second paragraph of that particular provision, Section 17, saying that in the interest of justice, the relevant Philippine authorities may dispense with the investigation or prosecution of a crime punishable under this act, meaning under the law, if another court or international tribunal is already conducting the investigation or undertaking the prosecution of such crime. Now, ipasok ko lang dito yung may development na parang nakakalimutan ng karamihan eh. Remember that the CIDG issued a subpoena upon the Senator de la Rosa for him to answer the accusation against him for the extrajudicial killings that happened during their time, during the time of the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. And I would like to think, because Section 18, if babasahin mo yung Section 18, makes reference not only to courts but to prosecutors. Prosecution, therefore, can we consider the start of the investigation, which is at the police investigation stage, to be part of the entire legal or judicial process, so to speak, where custody over the person is being exercised by the Philippines over the person of Senator Bato de la Rosa. So, and remember that through his counsel, I think Attorney Torion of Davao already filed a petition with the Supreme Court seeking the issuance of a writ of preliminary injunction and temporary restraining order to stop the implementation of this ICC warrant without any court order coming from our local courts. So it's a pending issue with the Supreme Court. We just do not know how the Supreme Court will resolve this. So we have to wait uh, in that particular respect. But in the meantime, uh, the senator, as you said, is under Senate protective custody, and the Senate has taken the position that it will only honor
Mhm.
a court order to implement the order of arrest of the ICC once that court order is issued by our courts.
Alright. So, to answer my question, Attorney Mon, ano ha, Kuya Mon, wala pa yung Supreme Court, no? Wala pa silang desisyon tungkol dito, no? And hopefully nga po, sana sila mabilis para po ma-resolve itong standoff o deadlock na ito. Pero muli po, to answer my question, kung ikaw si DOJ, ikaw si NBI, na gusto mong ma-enforce itong ICC warrant na ito, at ang sinasabi ng Senado, hindi, we will only honor ang local warrant na manggagaling sa ating RTC. Saan ka dudulog? Ano ba yan? Obligado ka bang pumunta ngayon sa local court para humingi ng local warrant dito? Is that possible? Yan ba ang maaring gawin ng DOJ?
Yes, the Department of Justice can do that, no? Apply for the issuance of a warrant of arrest or an order rather
Mhm.
directing the implementation of the ICC warrant.
Mhm.
And that if that is issued, then that will be the one served, that will be honored supposedly according to it, no, the Senate, by the Senate,
Mhm.
so that Senator De La Rosa as person will be surrendered to the NBI. Iba kasi yung sitwasyon before CONTED insofar as the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte is concerned. Remember na yung circumstances noon mababa lang siya sa eroplano, galing siya sa Hong Kong, sinalubong na siya, meron ng ICC warrant, dinaretso na siya doon sa eroplanong sasakyan niya papunta ng The Hague. Ito iba Iba yung sitwasyon dito. Ibig sabihin, meron pang pagkakataon ang our law enforcers, no, the one trying to implement the service of the ICC warrant upon Senator Bato de la Rosa, to go to our local courts because that is, as I said, the way I read, the way I understand the provision of Section 17, yung primary jurisdiction is with the custodial state
Mhm.
to enforce the ICC warrant.
Mhm.
In fact, Section 18, if you will read Section 18, our courts, our prosecutors can even conduct its own or
Opo.
their own
Opo.
independent
Opo.
investigation or
Mm.
proceed
Opo.
respect of the ICC warrant.
Okay, yun po kasing kay Pangulong Duterte, ang claim naman doon ng gobyerno, may Interpol daw po na notice. Kumbaga, yun ang kanilang ikinatwiran, ano? Kasi may Interpol daw po na siyang nag-request po para sa aresto. Well, anyway, yan nga po ay pending ngayon sa Supreme Court at nandidiyan na. Dito po sa kaso nga ni Ginoong Bato, kaninyo, ano ang magiging kayang basis ng DOJ, anong ground nila para ang local court mag-issue ng arrest warrant to implement the ICC arrest warrant? Anong basis nito? Itong provision ng Section 17 on jurisdiction dito po sa Republic Act na ito, attorney?
That should be the as I said, no,
Mhm.
first and foremost, that should be the first resort.
Okay.
But remember that the particular provision that we are talking about, Section 7,
Mm.
also of a situation
Okay.
where it is clearly stated in the provision that in the interest of justice,
Mhm.
the relevant Philippine authorities may dispense with the investigation or prosecution of a crime punishable under this act, and therefore yield the person of
Mhm.
the subject of the ICC warrant to the international tribunal.
Okay. Opo, opo. So, klaro nga
Dalawa
dito,
yun
no?
eh, dalawa yun.
Opo. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, attorney.
Hindi, ang akin lamang ibig sabihin dito, uh, the Philippines or the Department of Justice, the government itself, no, may take the position, no, we're not going to investigate this anymore.
Mhm.
We are therefore, in a manner of speaking, waiving our authority,
Opo.
our right
Opo.
to conduct our own investigation,
Mhm.
and in the interest of justice, uh, surrender the
Opo.
person of Senator Bato
Okay,
to
sige.
the
Opo.
ICC based
Sige.
on the warrant.
Opo, sige. So, sana ho sa mga nakikinig sa atin nakakasunod kayo no sa usaping legal na ito para ho mas maintindihan natin kahit na ho pa ano po ang ating estado sa buhay no. Ano ba paraan ngayon para doon sa mga gusto ho na madala na si Senator Bato sa ICC? Ano bang pinakamabilis na paraan na maaring gawin ng gobyerno? Ano po sa hinihingi ng mga senador na local warrant ang kanila daw pong bibigyan po ng honor o itatangkilikin. Yung sinabi niyong salitang may, ito ang depensa ng mga abogado ni Senator Bato, no? Yung ang mga provision na sinasabi, no, in the interest of the justice, the relevant Philippine authorities may dispense, no? Meron din po dito po sa section po na sinasabi, no, may surrender or extradite suspected or accused persons, etc. May. Yan daw pong salitang yan ay sabi nga po sa inyo mga abogado ay permissive word. Kung may,
Permissive.
pwede rin pong may not. No? At saka wala daw po kasing legal procedural framework na sinasabi kung baga wala naman tong implementing rules. Paano mo ito patutupad yan? Ano ang guidelines dyan? Wala naman daw klaro. Anong yung take doon, attorney?
Well, you know, remember that the court is part of one branch of the government, and that the executive is one. And the executive is the one at the moment tasked to implement the ICC warrant. Now, but if you read the law, as we were discussing in its entirety, malinaw na as I said, I refer to as what I refer to as primary jurisdiction, nasa courts of the country that has custody of the person in question, the subject of the warrant.
So, si Senator Bato nasa Pilipinas, so sa Philippine courts, kumbaga, attorney.
Well, yes, theoretically, but as I said, we do not know how the executive will move it. And what I think this is the position that will be taken by, I don't know if the DILG Secretary, the Secretary of Justice, and even the Office of the President, that we will be surrendering Senator Bato to the ICC for further prosecution of the cases or cases filed against him before that court.
Okay. Ano po ang inyong kaisipan naman doon sa sinasabi ng DILG sa kanilang statement kahapon na ang PNP daw po kikilos na at makikipagtulungan para mahuli si Senator Bato kung Interpol arrest warrant ito. O kumbaga Interpol na daw po ang hihingi sa kanila ng tulong para po arestuhin si Senador Bato. Yan po ang kahapon na statement eh.
Ang kasing Interpol, the limited knowledge that I have, I have of it, Kong Ted, no? Yung kasing kuan yan yung tinatawag na may pag-i-issue ng red notice supposedly. And then whether or not they can effect an arrest within, say, in our jurisdiction, within the Philippines, is another issue. What will be the basis? Their base will still be the ICC warrant, which is actually the subject of the provision that we have been discussing all along.
Sino po kaya ang tamang otoridad? Sino ho? Kalihim ng DOJ, Prosecutor General, CIDG ba, NBI ba ang lalapit sa local regional trial court para po hingiin yung local arrest warrant?
Well, apparently, if I heard you right, as you were quoting the director of the NBI, they will abide by the counsel or the advice of the Prosecutor General. And then therefore, I would like to think for practical intents and purposes naman that the Prosecutor General will consult, of course, seek the guidance of the Secretary of Justice. Pero remember before, joint effort yung kay pag-arrest kay PRRD, no? Kay President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Kasi nandun ang NBI, nandun ang DOJ, nandun ang DILG. Meron pang isa doon na I think dating chief of the armed forces of the Philippines. So hindi natin matansya kung ano yung magiging galaw nila. But I think it will be, if we follow what happened in the case of the former President Rodrigo Duterte, baka joint effort din ganun ang gawin nila. So, kung ako naman gusto kong magsigurado para wala namang problema, so that the Senate will honor it and anybody will therefore honor it, pumunta ka na sa korte. Hindi naman siguro magtatagal yan eh. Summary, maaaring maging summary lang yung proceedings. Pero, of course, summary as it may be, alam naman natin yung possible delay that may attend the proceedings.
Opo.
So, baka mapatagal pa kahit paano. And there is reason to say that because of the pending petition filed by Senator De La Rosa through Attorney Torion
in the Supreme Court. Opo. Yun nga po ang ating prayer, Attorney Kuya Mon, na bilisan ng Supreme Court, no, ma-resolve itong isyong ito na pending sa kanila kasi nga napaka-importante ngayon dahil po dito na pati ho ang Senado ngayon nalalagay po sa alanganin, sa pagkakanlong sa kanila pong miyembro. So, Attorney Mon, Kuya Mon, in the absence of a TRO, wala pang aksyon ng Supreme Court at wala pa hong idinudulog na ano bang tawag doon? How do you call that legally pala? Kapag pupunta ako ng korte para i-honor itong ICC warrant at magkaroon ng local court, ano ho yun? Petition for what?
Well, it's an extra, perhaps you can refer to it, an extraordinary remedy to honor for the Philippines through the court, of course, to honor the ICC warrant issued by the International Criminal Court. Remember itong warrant na ito is not really for purposes of trial. It's just the prosecutor who applied for this warrant, and as you have seen in the case of the former President Rodrigo Duterte, may proceedings pa eh. Ang trial kasi simula pa lang yata eh. At marami pang levels of appeal bago tuluyang pinayagan na ituloy yung trial ng dati nating presidente.
Opo. Sige, so ano man po ang tawag doon sa magiging petition, kung sakali man po ng executive, wala ho naman po makapipigil kung ang DOJ sa pamamagitan po ng NBI at paghingi ng tulong ng DOJ sa PNP na pumunta sa Senado. Kasi nga po we know for a fact that between a resolution of the Senate and a Republic Act concerning po itong sinasabi nga po na jurisdiction ngayon ng bansa sa ICC warrant na ito na maaaring ipatupad, kung gugustuhin po ng executive, pwede silang pumunta ngayon doon. At mahinahon na kausapin ang pamunuan ng Senado na isurrender nyo na sa amin si Senator Bato kasi wala naman siyang TRO, wala namang court order preventing the executive kaninyo, in the interest of justice, as worded po dito sa Republic Act na ito, nakunin namin si Bato at nang aming ipadala sa ICC.
Oh, we cannot prevent that from happening, no? For the DOJ, together with the FBI, PNP, and whatever law enforcement authority, to talk to the Senate leadership, and of course the entire Senate will have to vote for it, on whether or not to lift the protective custody being accorded now to Senator Bato. But I would like to think that there will be, a lot of debate there, and they will again refer to this provision that we have been discussing.
Opo. Opo.
The primary concern here of the law and the primary jurisdiction that I referred to it is actually with the local courts, with the country that has custody of the subject person.
Okay. Sige po. So, Kuya Mon, salamat na marami ha at ikay na-istorbo namin para pag-usapan tong isyong ito para maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan.
Maraming salamat din, Kong Ted, dahil matagal na kitang hindi na nakakausap. Busy ako dun sa trial ko eh. Pasensya na.
Opo, we know. We understand kung gaano ho kayo kaabala sa napakarami pong mga legal na usapin ng inyong pong mga hinahawakan na kliyente. Salamat po at mabuhay, Kuya Mon.
Salamat. God bless you. God bless you. Andiyan sa si Chacha.
Opo,
God
andito
bless
po.
everyone.
Opo.
Yes po, attorney. Thank you.
Salamat na marami.
Yun.
Former DOJ Undersecretary, naglingkod po na matagal-tagal yan sa kagawaran po ng katarungan at hindi ho din maitatanggi ang kanyang kaalaman sa batas.
Mga kapatid, patuloy po kayong tumutok sa 105.9 True FM para sa totoong balita, impormasyon, music and entertainment. Mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube channel at podcast at sundan nyo kami sa Facebook, Instagram, X at TikTok sa True Network PH. Bisitahin din po ang aming official website, truefm.ph. At panoorin din kami sa True TV Signal, Channel 19. Kami po ang 105.9 True FM. Laging true sa'yo, kapatid.